Welcome to Toons and Tales Trivia, a cartoon trivia podcast. Get ready for some wacky trivia, some mind-blowing facts, and tons of cartoon fun.
We're your hosts, the Gal Pals, with
Lisa Kay Chandni
and Chandni Padak. Today's episode is all about the Australian cartoon dog that everyone loves, Bluey!
So here's how the game works. There's 3 rounds of trivia. The first round is multiple choice. Here's how that works. Chandni, Bluey is a show about A, the color blue, B, a show about blue aliens, or C, a show about a cartoon dog named Bluey.
C. Bluey's definitely a dog, not an alien.
That is correct. Ding, 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 ding. So that's how that works. Piece of cake.
Our second round is our true or false lightning round. Lisa Kay, true or false? Bluey is a cat.
False. Bluey is clearly a dog.
True or false? Bluey is a hilarious show.
True.
That is absolutely true. And that's how true or false works. Easy peasy.
And the third and final round is fill in the blank. For example, the podcast that you are listening to right now is called... If you said Toons and Tales Trivia, you are correct.
I totally got it.
I knew you would.
You'll have a few seconds to answer each question and then on to the next.
And at the end of each round, we'll go over the answers to see if you are the ultimate cartoon expert.
Wait, what do they win? A boat? A pony? A golden toilet?
No, it's even better than that. They win the satisfaction of knowing that they are right.
Wow.
Okay, so there's no grand prize for being the ultimate cartoon expert, but it is going to be a lot of fun.
And hang in there until the end of the show because when the trivia ends, the special guest part begins. Each week, we'll have a special guest to answer all of your questions from the cartoon world.
Are you excited? I know we are. As they say in Bluey, what to do? Here we go. Multiple choice, round 1. Question 1. What type of dog is Bluey? A beagle, B, a blue heeler, C, a Dalmatian, or D, a lab?
Question number 2. What object do the characters of the show use to play the game Keepy Uppy? A kite, B, a beach ball, C, a balloon, or D, a cactus?
Number 3. In the episode Stories, what type of animal is Indy trying to make out of beeswax? A cow, B, a pig, C, a giraffe, D, a horse.
In the episode Pass the Parcel, whose rules did the kids ultimately decide to follow for the game Pass the Parcel? A, Lucky's dad's rules, B, Bingo's rules, C, Bluey's dad's rules, or D, Stripe's rules?
Question 5. What word does the Heeler family use for the word fart? A, toot, B, air biscuit, C, pass gas, or D, fluffy?
You. Question 6. In the episode Granny Mobile, what type of granny does Muffin decide to be? A, can't hear anything, Granny. B, grouchy Granny. C, a kind Granny. Or D, grumpy Granny?
Question 7. This is really tricky. How many eggs do we see Bingo break on screen while making an omelet for her dad in the episode Omelet? Not counting all the spills, just the ones that she cracked into the bowl or broke on the floor. You're going to probably have to guess on this one, okay? Is it A, 10 eggs, B, 1 egg, C, 15 eggs, or D, 8 eggs?
That's a tricky one.
Really tricky.
Question number 8. What is Bluey's mom's name? A. Chi-Chi. B. Cheryl. C. Chili. Or D. Sarah?
Question 9. In the episode Slide, Bingo and Leela go to great lengths to rescue what type of bug from the water slide? A. A butterfly. B. A caterpillar. C. A roly-poly. Or D. A spider. What would you rescue? Don't answer. No clues.
Not yet. And the final question for round 1 is question number 10. In the opening credits of Bluey, what game are they playing? A. Musical statues. B. Musical chairs. C. Freeze tag. Or D. Dance party. And now we're going to go over the answers.
Okay, so for question 1, the question was, what type of dog is Bluey? Your choices were A, a beagle, B, a blue heeler, C, a Dalmatian, or D, a lab. And the answer is B, a blue heeler.
Nice! I didn't know that one. Question number 2 was, what object do the characters of the show use to play the game Keepy Uppy? And the options were A, a kite, B, a beach ball, C, a balloon, or D, a cactus. And the answer is C, a balloon.
I am so glad it wasn't a cactus. That would not be a good game.
No, that would not. Ouch.
All right. Question 3 was, in the episode Stories, what type of animal is Indy trying to make out of beeswax? The choices were A, a cow, B, a pig, C, a giraffe, or D, a horse. And the answer was a horse.
A horse.
Yes, she was trying to make a horse, but it kind of looked like those different animals and some of the other choices as she went along. But that was what she was trying to make. And by the end, it was indeed a horse.
Interesting.
That was a little tricky.
Question number 4 was, in the episode Pass the Parcel, whose rules did the kids ultimately decide to follow for the game Pass the Parcel? Was it A, Lucky's dad's rules, B, Bingo's rules, C, Bluey's dad's rules, or D, Stripe's rules? And the answer is A, Lucky's dad's rules.
I knew it.
I knew you knew that one.
All right. And for question 5, the question was, what word does the Healer family use for the word fart? Yes, let's get all our giggles out.
It makes me giggle every time.
As it should. So your choices were A, toot, B, air biscuit, C, pass gas, or D, fluffy. And the answer is fluffy, which is the cutest word.
It's the cutest word. Question number 6. In the episode Granny Mobile, what type of granny does Muffin decide to be? Was it A, a can't hear anything granny, B, a grouchy granny, C, a kind granny, or D, a grumpy granny? The answer was B, a grouchy granny. That's one of my favorite episodes, by the way.
That's also the kind of granny I hope to be one day. All right, and question 7. How many eggs? This was really hard. Okay,
This one is so tricky. If you got this answer right, good for you. You really are watching every detail.
I had to throw a really hard one in, okay? So, question 7 was, how many eggs do we see Bingo break on screen while making an omelet for her dad in the episode Omelet? Now, this is not counting all the spills, just the ones that she cracked in the bowl or broke on the floor, because some of them happened off screen. So all the ones we saw on screen. I know you had to guess for this one. Your choices were A, 10 eggs, B, 1 egg, C, 15 eggs, or D, 8 eggs. So the answer is, take your best guess, D, 8 eggs.
8 eggs. That's a lot of eggs for just the two of them, huh?
I rewatched the episode and I counted every single one. So I challenge you to go back and watch it and make sure I didn't make a mistake. I'm positive it was 8.
Question number 8. What is Bluey's mom's name? Was the answer A, Chi-Chi, B, Cheryl, C, Chili, or D, Sarah? She's a main character. I'm not sure who knows this one.
Sarah?
C, Chili.
Of course.
Which is also a pretty cute name.
It is a very cute name. I knew it was Chili. Just
I
knew. Sarah's a nice name, though. Okay. And question 9 was, in the episode Slide, Bingo and Leela go to great lengths to rescue what type of bug from the water slide? Your choices were A, butterfly, B, caterpillar, C, roly-poly, or D, spider. And the answer is B, a caterpillar.
Oh, wow.
And then it becomes a beautiful butterfly.
So would butterfly technically be correct too?
It's kind of a trick question because the caterpillar does turn into a butterfly at the end. So if you picked butterfly, we'll give it to you.
And the final question for round 1 was question number 10. In the opening credits of Bluey, what game are they playing? Was the answer A, musical statues, B, musical chairs, C, freeze tag, or D, dance party? And the answer is A, musical statues.
That's right. I didn't know that was a game until we watched Bluey.
Me neither.
It's so much fun.
That was a great round, everyone. We hope you had fun. Next round is the lightning round. True or false? Let's go. Spooky. Okay. Question number 1. True or false? In the episode Mum's School, the balloon that floats away from Bluey in the end is named Brainy.
Question number 2. True or false? Muffin's little sister's name is Cupcake.
Question number 3. True or false? Bingo wears the cone of shame to stop herself from sucking her thumb.
Question 4. True or false? Shadowlands is a game that is played in the shade.
Question number 5. True or false? The show Bluey takes place in the country Australia.
Question 6. True or false? Bluey's teacher is named Chloe.
Question number 7. True or false? The title of the episode where Bandit tries to teach Bluey chess is called Chess.
Question 8. True or false? Bluey's friend Coco is a poodle.
Question number 9. True or false? Unicorse is a hand puppet.
Question 10. True or false? Bingo's favorite stuffy is a bear. All right, that's the end of the lightning round, true or false. And now let's go over the answers and see if you were right.
Ooh, my favorite part. Okay. Question number 1 was true or false? In the episode Mum's School, the balloon that floats away from Bluey in the end is named Greenie. True.
It was Greenie.
Yep, Greenie.
All right, number 2. The question was true or false? Muffin's little sister's name is Cupcake. False. It sucks. But I think Cupcake is her middle name or it's somebody's middle name. So that was a little tricky too.
Another Lisa Kay has some tricky ones. Question number 3. True or false? Bingo wears the cone of shame to stop herself from sucking her thumb. False. It was Muffin.
Another tricky one.
Yeah.
You've got some tricky ones too. And number 4 was True or false? Shadowlands is a game that is played in the shade. Shadows, shade. If you said true, then you are right.
I would have guessed it. It's in the name.
It's in the name.
You never know with this game. Question number 5. True or false? The show Bluey takes place in the country of Australia. True.
True. The Australian words kind of give it away.
Yeah, and the accent, if you can pick that up.
And question 6. True or false? Bluey's teacher is named Chloe. The answer is false. The teacher's name is Calypso.
Calypso, that's right. Question number 7. True or false? The title of the episode where Bandit tries to teach Bluey chess is called Chess. False. It's called Chest.
That's right, because Bluey and Bingo keep thinking that every time they say chess, they're saying chest. So they named the episode Chest.
With a T.
That was a little tricky.
That is tricky. I hope I enunciated it for you.
You did great. She did great. Question 8. True or false? Bluey's friend Coco is a poodle. True. She is a poodle.
That poodle is so pretty. Question number 9. True or false? Unicorse is a hand puppet. True.
It is true. That
Hand puppet.
cheeky Unicorse always getting into trouble.
Yeah.
And question 10. True or false? Bingo's favorite stuffy is a bear. The answer is false. Bingo's favorite stuffy is a bunny. And bonus points if you knew that the bunny's name is Floppy.
Floppy the bunny.
Mm-hmm.
That was so much fun. How'd you do, listeners?
Okay, now it's time for our third round of trivia, our most challenging round only for the truest of Bluey fans. It is time for Fill in the Blank. Are you ready? Are you set?
Let's go!
Question 1. What is the name of the episode where Chili tries to get Bluey and Bingo out the door on time for a play date? Hint. Something is stuck to the ceiling until the very end of the episode.
Question 2. The rug in the family playroom looks like what type of fruit?
Question 3. Who is older, Bluey or Bingo?
Question number 4. What is the name of the toy in the episode Hide and Seek that distracts Bluey? Hint! It's super chatty and very flappy.
Okay, question 5. Who are Bluey's cousins?
Question 6. What is the name of the Healer family car?
Okay, question 7. What is the name of the cake that Bingo wants for her birthday?
Question 8. In the episode The Quiet Game, what is the name of the Moonlight Unicorn toy that Bingo has to guess? That's really hard.
Question 9. What color is Coco's fur? Hint. Remember, Coco is a poodle.
Question number 10. According to Bluey's dad, as he explains the 80s, what do you need to do to get jinxed?
All right. Now, we have a bonus question.
Ooh.
Okay. What is the object that is hidden in almost every episode of Bluey?
There's an object?
Yes, this is not common knowledge. Maybe not everyone knows this.
Oh.
This is why it's a bonus
Fun.
question.
Okay, let's
All
see
right.
if the masters are here for that. Well, that was round 3, and now it's time to go over the answers.
Okay, question 1 was, what is the name of the episode where Chili tries to get Bluey and Bingo out the door on time for a play date? Your hint was, something is stuck to the ceiling until the very end of the episode. And the answer is Sticky Gecko.
Sticky Gecko.
That's what was stuck to the ceiling the entire episode until the very end.
Question number 2. The rug in the family playroom looks like what type of fruit? And the answer is a kiwi.
It's a kiwi. But if you said watermelon, that counts because there's a watermelon rug in the girls' bedroom. And then there's a kiwi one in the playroom. So I think you should get points for both.
I think so too. If you're thinking of the watermelon, yeah.
That counts. Either or.
Noticing the rug, that's good detail.
Yes. And question 3 was, who is older, Bluey or Bingo? And the answer is Bluey. Bluey is the oldest.
Question number 4. What is the name of the toy in the episode Hide and Seek that distracts Bluey? This one came with a hint. It was super chatty and very flappy. The answer is in the name, Chattermax.
Chattermax.
Yeah, pretty chatty.
All right. And question 5 was, who are Bluey's cousins? And the answer, Muffin and Socks.
Yeah. Question number 6. What is the name of the Healer family car?
This one's hard.
The answer is A. Bobo.
I did not know that.
Bobo the car.
All right, number 7. What is the name of the cake Bingo wants for her birthday? And the answer is, it's also the name of the episode, Duck Cake.
Oh, duck cake.
I would not want to have to make a duck cake. That looked very difficult.
It did look really difficult. Doesn't sound great either, but
it's not made out of duck. It's just in the shape of a duck.
Question number 8. In the episode The Quiet Game, what is the name of the Moonlight Unicorn toy that Bandit has to guess? And the answer was Pendragon.
So hard.
Very hard.
So hard.
Yeah, tricky.
Okay, hopefully this one is a little easier. Number 9, what color is Coco's fur? And your hint was Coco is a poodle. And so the answer is pink. But I would also accept purple. It's like a pinkish purple. Pretty.
Question number 10. According to Bluey's dad, as he explains the 80s, what do you need to do to get jinxed? 2 people say the same word at the same time. Jinx!
Joke can't go on. Okay, and the last one was a bonus question. And this one's tricky, but I think you're going to really like the answer if you didn't know already.
Yeah.
So the question was, what is the object that's hidden in almost every episode of Bluey? And the answer is Long Dog. So Long Dog, if you didn't know, is a little, like a toy in Bluey and Bingo's room. And it is hidden in almost every, not every single episode, but almost every episode of Bluey.
Wow.
And so now you have to go back and rewatch all of the Bluey episodes and find Long Dog.
That is so fun to have these little Easter eggs hidden in every episode.
It is. It's so fun.
Awesome.
I hope you enjoyed knowing that. You have completed Toons and Tales Trivia. How did you do? And more importantly, did you have fun?
Now, this is the part of the episode where we would typically introduce you to our special guest. But since this is our first episode, we want you to get to know us better, the Gal Pals. So, what you might not know is that we're both cartoon actors.
That's right. We are both voiceover actresses. So now I'm going to ask Chandni a few questions about what it's like to be a Hollywood voiceover actress and find out a little bit more about what makes her so cool.
And I'm going to ask Lisa Kay what it's like to be a Hollywood voice actor and what makes her so cool. Here we go.
Okay, so Chandni, what are some of the cartoon characters that you've played?
Oh, well, I am so blessed to be able to say I've played some really fun characters. One of the ones that we met on was Nickelodeon's Big Nate, so we had a lot of fun there. That's where I played the character Jenny Jenkins. She's really, really cool. And I've also played La Bunny for Bugs Bunny Builders and Holly Quinzel. That's Holly Quinn on Bat Wheels. And I also do some additional voices on The Simpsons sometimes. So it's just a few that I think are really fun.
That is so cool. She's very versatile.
And what about you? Lisa Kay has numerous roles under her belt here. Who are some of your favorite characters that you've played?
Well, like you mentioned, we were on Nickelodeon's Big Nate, and I got to play Gina Hemphill-Toms, which is one of my favorite characters. She's very smart and like, you could just study. So she's a little smarty pants. And then, of course, I'm on Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir.
So cool.
And I play Lila Rossi. And, a girl doesn't need to wear a costume to be amazing, That's, so I play her, and she's also lots of other people on the show. If you watch the show, you'll understand that. And on Big Nate, I played lots of other characters.
You play so many characters on Big Nate. Yeah.
And then if you're a video game player and you're into World of Final Fantasy, I was Zatanna, who always says da-da before she talks, and she's a little fox that flies around. And I was on a show called Tokyo Override as Ayumi and tons of other things. We don't want to bore you. So
I don't think it's boring at all. It's so fun to hear you go in and out of the voices, actually.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. You do it effortlessly. Well, I already kind of said what my favorite character was because it's totally Gina. But do you have a favorite?
I loved this little guy, and his name was Nugget, and he was a lot of fun to play. He was on a show called The Mighty Ones, and he was a one-off, but it was he's a feisty little guy, and I really love playing him.
That's adorable.
Maybe because I only had such a short amount of time with them, but of course I love Harley Quinn. I think she's just wild, fun, wacky, and innocent. She's just a girl having a good time, and I really think that's the essence of her in the role of her that I play, the version I play of her. So, Lisa Kay, what did you want to be when you were a kid? Was it always this, voice acting?
I did always want to be an actor, but then I actually became a dancer. I really changed and wanted to be a ballerina, and I did that for a while. And then I went back to acting, and that journey led me into voice acting.
Fun.
What about you? What did you want to be when you were a kid?
When I was a kid, I always wanted to write and just be in the world of storytelling. So being a storyteller was always really something I wanted to do. And then as you watch cartoons and you grow up watching Toons, you're like, I know there's a voice behind that cartoon I'm watching, and I want to play with that a little. So it kind of all goes in with just storytelling and being able to play.
All ties in together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, do you have to practice a lot, Chandni, like a singer or an athlete practices? If so, like what does that look like?
I sing at home, not professionally, but I sing in whether it's character voices or just singing songs that I've heard a million times over. I think that helps open up the chords and play with different versions of whatever song and characters that are already out there for us to act as. What about you?
Similar. I do voice warm ups, kind of like scales on the piano.
Let's hear that. Is it like
no? that is for private time at home. And I do tongue twisters. Like
those are so good to practice with.
Do you have a favorite?
Seashell by the seashore.
I like to do the red bug blood, blue blood, the blue bug blood, red blood, the red bug blood, blue blood, the blue bug blood, red blood. Yeah, and and then if I'm doing a character, I'll do it in the voice sometimes.
Yeah, I could see, and you get into all those different chords.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah. You can go up and down. Like
Amazing. If animals could talk, have you ever thought about what animal you would want to be?
Well, okay, if you know me really well, you know that like my favorite animal is a bunny. I love bunnies.
Oh, cute.
But I wouldn't pick them to voice, which is weird because I think they're so quiet and sweet. And I would probably pick like a chipmunk or a squirrel or something that has a lot of energy and goes up and is like, hey, what you doing? Because I feel like
That would be fun.
I have squirrel energy.
I feel like I have squirrel energy too. I think that's why we get along because I like to be high pitched and talk really fast as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Probably why we get along.
Yeah.
Maybe one of us is a squirrel and one of us is a chipmunk.
Totally. Yeah. Completely agree.
Well, do you ever catch yourself walking around the house doing a character voice?
Oh, a character
Or
voice.
one of your character voices? Like, do you walk around the house as Harley Quinn?
Yeah, I probably do. I don't know if it's like as a specific character, but I do silly voices around the house. I talk to myself all day. That's why I was born for this. I definitely talk to myself throughout the day. What about you?
I definitely talk to myself all day. I do have one character voice that I tend to do the most. So I played in a few episodes on Big Nate, one of the lunch ladies. And she was like Ukrainian accent.
Oh, I loved her,
And
Lisa Kay.
I always walk around the house like, why are there always socks on the floor? I'm like, why? I don't know.
That's fun. That's really fun.
That voice just comes out of me.
And when you're in the house, I feel like that's the kind of voice you like see the dishes wife.
Yeah, that just disgruntled.
Yeah, completely. That would be a very natural voice to just come out. Yeah, that's great.
So what was your favorite cartoon when you were a kid?
Oh my God, I was obsessed with everything. I loved everything from Tiny Toons, Looney Tunes cartoons. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Johnny Bravo, like some classics there, and then also, I loved Animaniac.
Oh yeah,
shows.
I loved Animaniacs and Tiny Toons.
Yeah, I mean they had like really fun little segments, and we like that. Like it breaks things up, and yeah, I loved. Yeah, what were yours?
Well, when I was really little, I loved Rainbow Bright. Like
loved
Rainbow Bright.
My sheets, my childhood bed sheets, Rainbow Bright.
Yeah. The cute little sprite characters. I love
Yeah.
those. And then when I got older, I think Tiny Toons and Animaniacs and Inspector Gadget. Oh, Darkwing Duck.
Yeah. Oh, Darkwing Duck.
Yeah,
yes.
I love Darkwing Duck.
Those are classics. Do you remember any of the first character you voiced?
The very first big job that I got to voice was Dakota Fanning. I got to play her in an episode of Robot Chicken, which is a cartoon for grown-ups. So if you're listening and you're a little kid and you're like, what is she talking about? It's a cartoon for grown-ups, but I got to play Dakota Fanning, and that was really cool, especially as my first job.
That is a really, really cool job.
What was do you remember your first
My
character?
first, yes, it was for Strawberry Shortcake. I did a couple different voices on the show. That's all I'll say. But I don't think I got credit for it. But yeah,
That happens.
it happens sometimes in this. But if
That
you're
happens.
a pro, you won't be able to tell the difference. So if you like the show, that's cool. You might like some of my work there.
So this question is for some of our audience that might not quite understand how cartoons always work. So when you record your voice for a cartoon, do you get to see the cartoon first or do you record before it's drawn?
I've done both. So sometimes it's called prelay, where I'll do the voice first. So for a show like Bugs Bunny Builders and Bat Wheels, because it's an original series too, we go in and we record the voice, and the animators are so talented. They draw the character to your voice. I've done more of that. How about you?
Both. Like on Big Nate, for instance, the show we did together, it was original animation. So we did the voices, and then the very talented animators matched the animation to what we did. And then shows like Miraculous Ladybug, and other shows are dubbed, meaning that the animation has already been made, and then we have to match the animation and match our the timing and the lip movements to what's already been done, which is really challenging and very technical and totally different from original animation. But they're both I mean, as you know, they're both really different, but also both really fun.
Yeah, both really fun. This is a fun question. I would love to know, when you're recording, do you stand or do you sit in the booth when you're recording?
Okay, I always stand. I always stand so that I can breathe correctly and freely. But I also,
Yeah.
So I also get made fun of sometimes because I have a very odd stance in the booth. One of our favorite engineers would call it like my hut stance or my football stance. Like I kind of stand with my feet apart and my knees bent, like ready for action, and my arms to my side so they're not brushing up against me. And then I just kind of do that to get all of my energy out through my voice, and so that I can kind of move around and have that energy come through my voice.
I've seen that live on our Zooms because we started recording Big Nate during COVID. And yeah, getting to see everybody on camera is very different than when you're standing next to them in the studio. So seeing Lisa Kay on camera in her stance was always really fun to see. It's artistry. That's part of what the art is.
yes. So yeah, but it's very good because you gotta in voiceover you have to get so much energy through your voice. So I'm just ready to go.
It's working. It's working.
So, but what about you? Are you a stander or a sitter? Because some people do sit. What are you?
I'm a sitter. I sit the whole time. I think the only time I stand is when it's a very high energy role. So I completely agree. You have to be on your toes. And Gina from Big Nate is so high energy. You have to be on your toes. And Jenny Jenkins. However, no, I sat. I was comfortable. I was in seated position. But they're different voices. They're different roles.
I can see why you would want to sit for Jenny, though.
Yeah,
that makes
stillness. I had to be still. Everything is just,
That makes sense. That's totally makes sense. So that checks out. So next question. What's the funniest thing that's happened to you while you were recording?
Oh, boy. I don't know if I could think of anything off the top of my head right now. Our Big Nate sessions were hilarious, but that's because we had the rare opportunity to record together.
Yes.
And so seeing other actors and our cast members is just hilarious was always really fun to see what other people improv.
Agree.
Yeah.
That would be my answer, too.
Yeah.
We also forgot the question, what is the funniest or strangest sound you've ever had to make in the booth? What's the weirdest sound you've ever had to do? We get asked to make all kinds of weird sounds. Sometimes it's like we're fighting, or we're getting attacked, or there's all kinds. So what's the weirdest one for you that you can think of?
I could think of some weird ones because for Looney Tunes, there are some really weird, whether she's in a tornado, silly things like that. I've had to be. How about you?
Well, I played a character. Again, this is another Big Nate story. You're here, so all the Big Nate stuff's coming up. But
it was a really fun and wacky script.
You did a lot of weird stuff. I played Horn Girl, and I was like this mysterious girl. And at the end of a scene where I was very ominous, I had to eat an ear of corn very aggressively.
That must have been messy.
It was definitely
wipe off that mic.
Yeah. So I think that was probably the weirdest noise I ever had to make.
That's fun.
And also throwing up. We had to throw up a lot on that show.
Oh, we threw up a lot. The first episode I ever did for that show, I was throwing up the whole time. Yeah.
Those are some really funny noises.
How about Lisa Kay, your favorite snack in the booth?
I don't snack a lot in the booth, but I might just sneak out and grab a cracker or something. But I will tell the audience a fun fact. If you are doing voiceover, a good snack to eat is, you probably know this, is a green apple because it sucks out the excess spit in your mouth. There's something called pectin in green apples, and it sucks out the spit in your mouth and makes you talk more clear.
Wow. Way to clean it up.
Yes. But I don't really snack in the booth. How about you? Do you have a snack in the booth?
I don't think I ever snack in the booth, actually. I don't remember. That would be kind of funny, but no. I think I do the same thing. The green apple trick is a really big one in voiceover. Mm-hmm. And just taking one crisp bite of an apple, keeping it at hand when we know we have a session coming up is key. Yeah.
So I think for our final question, I'm going to ask you, Chandni, what is one tip that you would have for any kids listening right now who love cartoons and might want to become a voice actor one day?
That's a great question. I would say stay in your imagination, play, be creative, be silly. I think being you, being authentic, which is just being free, is the most fun thing you can do. So watch your cartoons and just copy them. And whatever you come up with is your version of what that character is. So just play a little. Yeah.
I love that answer. That's really sweet.
Yeah. What about you? We need Lisa Kay's advice.
I can't top that. I would just say read. Read,
That
read,
is a
read.
good one, yes.
Out loud, importantly. Like
Yes.
once you start reading, read out loud and read as often as you can. And that's if you want to be a voice actor one day. So read.
That's brilliant advice, actually. It's very important.
And if you can't read yet, have your parents or your grown up or somebody read to you because just like the more stories, the better.
Completely great. That's our show.
Thanks for tuning in to Tunes and Tales Trivia with your hosts, the Gal Pals, Lisa Kay Chandni
and Chandni Padak. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure to download our podcasts wherever podcasts are available.
And we want to hear from you. So let us know what your favorite cartoons are, and let us know what questions you have about the world of animation.
See you next time, and stay tuned.